Hello all. In this video, we are just going to see an overview of the hardware that we are going to use throughout this course. The hardware that I am going to use or the development board that I am going to use is this Raspberry Pi Pico W. And there are two variants of this board available in the market. One is Raspberry Pi Pico and another one is Raspberry Pi Pico W. And that W suffix means you have an inbuilt wireless SoC connected in your development board. If you are buying a Raspberry Pi Pico, that inbuilt wireless SoC will not be available. This is the major difference. Other than that, I don't see any difference between these two boards. You can see both are based on RP2040 microcontroller, which they say to be ARM Cortex M0 Plus. And it will be having 16 MB of flash program memory, 256 KB of RAM, and all the other communication protocols, etc. So this is Raspberry Pi Pico, which is based on RP2040, and this one is Raspberry Pi Pico W, and this silver color right over here is the wireless SoC available in Raspberry Pi Pico W. I am just going to use this Raspberry Pi Pico W development board. If you are already having this particular Raspberry Pi Pico development board, you can use it, but you will not be able to demonstrate any of the IoT applications using this particular board. I am just moving to the datasheet of these two development boards. Just type in Raspberry Pi Pico W datasheet for getting the Raspberry Pi Pico W dataset and Raspberry Pi Pico dataset for fetching that particular development board dataset. I have just opened these two datasets in separate tabs. You can see this is W dataset, and both these development boards are based on RP2040 microcontroller chip. You can see this is Raspberry Pi Pico dataset and this one is Raspberry Pi Pico W dataset. Both of them are based on RP2040, that is nothing but ARM Cortex M0 Plus processor based microcontroller chip. And I'm just going to explain to you about, or I'm just going to walk through some of the features of this Pico W board. And also we have a 2 MB of flash memory, micro USB B type cable, which is useful for programming the microcontroller and also for debugging the data from the through the microcontroller. We have 24 multifunctionality GPIO terminals, 23 are digital only and 3 are ADC capable. That is, we have 3 ADC channels available, using which you can read analog voltages, DC analog voltages through this Raspberry Pi Pico W. And we have 3-pin ARM serial, using which you can debug the code that is running inside the microcontroller or microprocessor. And coming down, you can see we have dual core ARM Cortex M0 Plus with 133 MHz clock speed available in this Raspberry Pi Pico W, and 256 KB of RAM, and 12-bit ADC module. The ADC module that is available right over here is of 12-bit resolution. Addition to that, we have a few communication protocols also, 2 UART channels, 2 I2C channels and 2 SPI channels available, and also we have 16 PWM channels, using which you can generate pulse width modulated signals for controlling LEDs, motors, etc. from the GPIO terminals of the Raspberry Pi Pico W. And 1 timer with 4 alarm and 1 real-time clock. We have an inbuilt RTC and also 1 timer module, using which you can build applications based on timing intervals in your projects. That's all I want to show you. In addition to that, let's check the features of the board right over here. You can see I have a USB connector, using which you can connect this particular board to the PC, and this is the processor, and we have an onboard LED right over here, which is connected to GPIO 0 of the microcontroller. Just remember, LED that is available in the development board is connected to GPIO 0, and we have a reset push button right over here. We have a reset push button. In addition to that, the outer connectors will give us the provision for interfacing with the GPIO terminals and all the other terminal pins of the microcontroller. On the left we have 20 pins and on the right we have 20 pins. That's all. And below, if you scroll down, you can see the schematic of this particular development board. So you can utilize this particular dataset for building your application using this particular Raspberry Pi Pico W board. Just download and keep this dataset for future reference, and in the next video we will try to start up with the scripts for building basic projects using Raspberry Pi Pico W. And coming to the wireless part, you can see this chip or the SoC that is already available in the Raspberry Pi Pico W supports Wi-Fi 4, WPA3, soft access point mode and Bluetooth 5.2. So this is why I am just using this particular Raspberry Pi W development board. If you are using Raspberry Pi development board, you will not have this particular feature. So we will not be able to build IoT applications using just Raspberry Pi Pico, but using Raspberry Pi Pico W, you will be able to develop applications based on IoT. You can club the embedded devices with the internet, and also you can perform various other tasks over the cloud using this particular single development board Raspberry Pi Pico W. So I hope in this particular video I have given a basic overview of this particular Raspberry Pi Pico W development board. This is just an overview of this particular hardware, and from the next video we will be trying to write down the basic Python scripts for building applications using this particular Pico W development board. So don't worry, I will be starting everything from scratch. Even the Python code I will be starting from scratch. You don't want to have any prerequisites for any of the tutorial videos that you are watching in this particular series. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.